So when it comes to you behind the wheel, have you thought about like how much longer you want to do this?
Yeah, I hadn't up until probably this year.
Really?
Yeah, because I let Flannery run my open car the last race.
I seen that. He did good too.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, he ran pretty good.
I was the guy with the radio because Butch couldn't be there, and I'm like, okay, this could be my future.
I was surprised when I was watching. I'm like, did they just say Flannery?
Yeah, and I thought he ran really well
He
too.
did
I
run
was
well.
like,
He got kind of mixed up at the end and lost some spots, but he ran good, and he was going to build an open car, right? Or he was thinking about it at the time. I said, why? I got mine. I run 6 times a year. Just run mine. And we'll make a deal, and we were both the same size. He fits in my seat, and it worked out good. So I don't know I don't know. I always say last year I said I wouldn't run Waterford again all year, and I come back this year and I'm running Waterford all year.
Right.
But it's a grind.
It's what you do though.
But it's a grind, man.
I know.
It's at the end of the day, on Sunday morning, you wake up and it's like, I don't drink, but I felt like I was at a keg party.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You're like, now I got to unload again.
Right.
The season has to make it harder, too, not to rub it in or anything like that.
Nah.
But, I mean, you had such an amazing streak of top 10s, right?
Yeah.
3 straight championships. I just pulled up the points. And now in 7 starts, you got 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, 11 in points. I mean, that's got to be almost
Sucks.
like a kick. After
But I
having
also,
those,
listen, you can't go on my streak I was going. It's going to end.
Yeah.
I've
right.
been around this game long enough.
Right.
None of them wrecks this year that I've been in have been my fault. Not that I'm saying I'm perfect. I caused the first one on Friday night, which was 100% my fault because I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
But the other ones, I mean, you're just you're in racing, and it's just you're gonna have mechanical failures. You're gonna have it's how it's gonna be. And like I said, I was almost like, okay, when that top 10 streak got over with, I was like, great,
Yeah.
Right.
because that's every interview is Bonzo saying, oh, we're gonna do this another top 10, another top. Okay, I mean, you start running your race and going, oh my god, if I don't finish in the top 10, what?
Did you think about that?
Oh, all the time. I like that, and
Yeah.
I was really into it.
There was a
'Cause
couple
I was
nights you
proud
were
of that
like
part.
back in like 18th with
Yeah.
like 7 to go. I'm
And
like,
then
well,
you
how
pulled
the
it
hell
off,
is he
right.
gonna?
Yeah.
Before you know it, you're like 7th. I'm like, how the hell did that happen?
And I was proud of that streak because that
Yeah.
means I finished.
right.
That's what I've always
Right.
kind of.
Yeah,
I've
you
always
finished
kind
a lot of laps.
You know, you got to finish. I mean, nobody talks about my streak at Waterford. I bet you it's 4 years.
Yeah.
I haven't not finished.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you I had a DNF there in 4 years
Yeah, that's crazy.
out of the top 10.
Right.
So whether there's a small crowd or field or not, you still got to finish those races.
Yeah.
Your mechanical ability, your car's.
Yeah,
gotta
the
not
fact that
break.
you're saying
Yeah.
they're not DNFs is more impressive than the top 10 because they are a top 10.
I mean, my first DNF was this Friday,
Yeah, wow.
and since 2021. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And people are like, "Oh, having a terrible year, huh?"
yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Scott Running did that to me last year. He came out and goes, "Oh, you're having a tough start, huh?" Yeah, I don't know, Scott. I've had 4 top 10s in a row. I guess so. And it just gives you that fuel, right? And and I know we're just gonna keep plugging away and trying to. We've had speed. The car's been great. The hardest thing is to get all these different personalities
Oh yeah.
to work as one,
Right.
Very difficult.
right? And you go, and not even okay. So it's hard enough to find employees to work together,
Yeah.
because you're paying them. But now you're asking people that are volunteering for you
Yeah, that's
to work
harder.
together with all these different personalities. And it's a constant, and I'm very fortunate to have guys. Some of my guys been with me for 25 years, right? And they're great. But they're all getting older. We're all getting older. So back to the
Yeah.
original question, have I thought about what I'm going to do? I can see myself maybe not wanting to race 3 nights a week,
Yeah.
and maybe I can find somebody that wants to drive it, find the right person
Yeah.
that I can work with, or maybe I just back it down and just keep fixing cars, but.
I do have a question
Okay,
for you.
sure, yeah.
Do you prefer winning, say, 5 races a season and not winning a championship? Or would you rather win 1 race and end up getting a championship?
Oh, I definitely would rather win the championship because it's like, I mean, that's a year-long goal. Mm-hmm. And when that's what I think, people can win races, but I kind of pride myself in wanting to finish every race. I think that's
evident.
well, it is, but then last week I just pulled one of the biggest bonehead moves I pulled in 30 years, and I got out of it, and I was like, this place finally broke me. Like,
Wow.
I was like, I didn't think somebody was clear. They come down, and I went in the corner, and I tried to hit them, and next thing you know, my right front's up over the left rear tire, and I got wrecked, and other cars around me got wrecked. It was just like, I don't do that. And I was like, I still am. It's been a week later, and I'm just sick about it. So the championship thing to me is just because that means you were smart the whole year.
Yeah.
And luck is because, it's luck. Well, to a point. But you make your own luck at the racetrack.
I believe the same thing.
You put yourself in those spots. And that's one thing that's hard because, as now with all the Chassis Pro cars and all the other people, the kids that are starting up, and, you see the people that are wrecking a lot and this and that. And it's like, yes, wrecks happen, but you have to learn how to not wreck. Mm-hmm. That's something that's hard to teach kids. So it's, but back to the question, yes. I've never really had a 5-win season. I think 3 or 4 is like my most, or no, maybe at Waterford last year I might have had more than that, 5 or something. But
Well, I feel like the title of champion, like the whole year people see you and they're like, oh, that's the guy. But like if you win a race, next week they're just gonna kind of fade into
it's true,
obscurity, right?
You win a race, and next thing you know, you come, the next Monday, and that's over.
Yep.
And even the championships thing is over too. I don't know. It's kind of like that's how I feel. Like I was so happy. In my first one, I would definitely take over any of them. Like that was just finally like, okay, I can quit now. And that's, right? It just
Right.
once you get to your goals, and it's not that I don't want to do it again because obviously everybody wants to succeed, but.
All right, so you won 6 times in 2022 and 5 times in 2018
at Waterford.
at Waterford.
Yeah.
Yep.
6 times. That's a good year.
But that was, again, not that there wasn't, even Jordan wasn't running. Moeller wasn't running. Pulio wasn't
What year
running.
was that?
2022.
Yeah, last year.
No, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Oh,
last
okay.
year I got 4 last year, 6 the year before. 2 in 21, none
All
in
right.
20. That was a short season. 5
I
in
didn't,
18.
yeah, 20, I didn't really race there. I don't
Oh, you
think.
didn't even go down there? Yeah.
I don't think so.
They do have some mods down there now, though.
No, it's good to see that they.
there's
dude.
10 cars. It's a 10, which is it's fine. I like they're all pretty good guys.
Yeah.
They're all we all race pretty well together.
Yep.
I got to deal with Flannery every week.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't get away from him.
Yeah, so listen, Adam won, right? Eric Burnt, Rob Janovic, Timmy Jordan, Andrew Moeller, Anthony Flannery, Kyle James, Corey DiMatteo, Todd Owen, John Pulio. That's the top 10.
Yeah, that's all good.
All
Right.
good cars.
Yep.
Yep. And I think 5 of us or 6 of us have won too. So it's not
Right.
There's 6 winners in that group. So
Right.
it's no. If it's definitely if you start up front, it definitely is a plus there.
Yeah.
There's no coming from the back.